Greetings! Mantare79 here, and welcome back to another deck profile video for Cardfight Vanguard Tier Days! Alrighty, let's get started. Pressing the A button now.
Vanguard Tier Days.
Loading game and proceeding. Here we are in the main menu, off to edit deck menu. And now in today's video, the deck profile I'm going to be making one for is Dragon Empires, Dragonic Overlord, D-BT11. Alrighty, let's get started. Selecting the deck, entering edit deck, and off we go. Here we are in the edit deck menu, and like I just mentioned before, the deck I'm building in today's deck profile video is a Dragon Empires, Dragonic Overlord deck, made up of cards only available up until D-BT11. Okie dokie, let's get started. First, we select the filter settings and to pack, show only cards from D-BT1, Genesis of the 5 Greats, D-BT2, Brush the Legends, D-BT3, Advance of Intertwined Stars, D-BT4, Awakening of Chakrabarti, D-BT5, Triumph Return of Brave Heroes, Festival Collection 2021, Festival Collection 2022, Promo Pack number 1, D-BT6, Blazing Dragon Reborn, D-BT7, Raging Flame Against Emerald Storm, D-BT8, Minerva Rising, D-BT9, Dragon Tree Invasion, D-BT10, Dragon Masquerade, Festival Booster 2023, and D-BT11, Rising of Heroes. Pet pack selected, applying filter, filters applied, let's get started. First up, the ride deck. And now for the ride deck. For the cards in this ride deck we are playing, Ride Deck, Grade 3, Dragonic Overlord. Skills, first skill, continuous as a Vanguard or Rearguard. During the battle, this unit attacks a Rearguard. Your opponent cannot call cards from their hand to Guardian Circle. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard, once per turn. When this unit attack hits, cost, counterblast 1 and discard 1 card from hand. If the cost and paid, stand this unit and it gets drive -1 until end of turn. Alright, the Grade 3, Dragonic Overlord, we have 1 the Ride Deck. Next, the Grade 2, Ride Deck, Grade 2, Dragonic Overlord. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is rolled upon by a unit with Overlord in its card name, call this card to Rearguard Circle. Second skill, action as a Rearguard, once per turn. If you have a Vanguard with Overlord in its card name, cost, Soul Blast 1. If the cost and paid, this unit and all of your Vanguards gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Okie dokie, the Grade 2, Dragon Overlord, we have 1 the Ride Deck. Next, the Grade 1, Ride Deck, Grade 1, Embodiment of Armor Bar. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is rolled upon by Dragon Overlord, cost, counterblast 1 and search your deck for up to 1 Grade 1 card, reveal it, put into hand and shuffle deck. Second skill, auto as a Rearguard. Once per turn, when your Vanguard attack hits, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Affirmative, the Grade 1, Embodiment of Armor Bar, we have 1 the Ride Deck. And next, the Grade 0, Ride Deck Grade 0, Lizard Runner Undo, starting unit. Skill, auto, when this unit is rolled upon, if you went second, draw a card. Confirm, the Grade 0, Lizard Runner Undo, we have 1 the Ride Deck. And with that, we've covered the deck's Ride Deck. Next, let's get on to the Grade 3 lineup. And now for the Grade 3 lineup. For the Grade 3s in this deck we are playing, the Grade 3, Dragonic Overlord. Since we already explained this card's skills and effects during the Ride Deck portion of the video, let's just skip ahead. For the Grade 3 Dragonic Overlord, we have 3 in the main deck. Next up, the Grade 3, Force Ember Dragon, Red Exort Dragon. Skills, first skill, continuous as a Rearguard or Guardian. If your opponent's drive check or damage check reveal a trigger unit this turn, this unit gets plus 10,000 power and plus 10,000 shield. Next, the second skill, auto as a Rearguard. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, cost, counterblast 1 and perform all of the following. First effect, choose one of your opponent's Rearguards and retire it. If you do not retire a card, draw a card. Second effect, cost, remove an overtrigger from drop zone. If the cost and paid, this unit gets plus 15,000 power until end of battle. Alrighty, the Grade 3, Force Ember Dragon, Red Exort Dragon, we have 3 in the deck. And next, the Grade 3, Normal Order, Gratia Gredel. Skills, first skill, continuous, Regulus piece. You may only have 1 Regulus piece in your deck and use a total of 1 time in the fight. Second effect, Order. Place if you have a Grade 3 Vanguard of Persona Ride and do not ride this turn, activate Persona Ride. Draw a card. All of your front row units gets plus 10,000 power this turn, and your rear guards have Persona Road. Okie dokie, the Grade 3 Gradiac Gretel, we have won the deck. And with that, we've covered the deck's Grade 3 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 2 lineup. And now for the Grade 2 lineup. For the Grade 2s in this deck we are playing, the Grade 2 Berserk Dragon. Skill, auto as a rear guard. When this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard of Overlord as card name, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of battle. Then, cost, Counter Blast 1. If the cost is paid, choose one of your opponent's Grade 2 or less rear guards and retire it. Alrighty, the Grade 2 Berserk Dragon, we have 3 in the deck. Next, the Grade 2 Steel Blood Duststorm Ethan. Skill, auto as a rear guard. When your Vanguard's attack hits, cost, retire this unit. If the cost is paid, draw a card and countercharge 1. Okay, the Grade 2 Steel Blood Duststorm Ethan, we have 4 in the deck. Next, the Grade 2 Great Flame Axe of Ambitious Scales Kogaflan. Skills, first skill, auto. When this card is discarded from hand during your right phase, cost, Soul Blast 1 and put this card into bottom of the deck. If the cost is paid, draw a card. Second skill, auto. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, if your Persona Road this turn, cost, Counter Blast 1. If the cost is paid, retire all of your opponent's rear guards in the same columns as unit. Affirmative, the Grade 2 Great Flame Axe of Ambitious Scales Kogaflan, we have 3 in the deck. And next, the Grade 2 Inscribing Bullet of Duststorm Baxter. Skills, first skill, continuous as a rear guard. During the battle, this unit is attacked by your opponent's unit, not in the same columns as unit. This unit cannot be hit. Second skill, auto as a rear guard. When your opponent's rear guard in the same columns as unit is retired during your turn, choose one of your vanguards, and that unit and this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Confirmed, the Grade 2 Inscribing Bullet of Duststorm Baxter, we have 3 in the deck. And with that, we've covered the deck's Grade 2 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 1 lineup. And now for the Grade 1 lineup. For the Grade 1s in this deck we are playing, the Grade 1 Twin Buckler Dragon, Sentinel, Perfect Guard. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have up to a total of 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, auto. When this unit is put in the Guardian Circle, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until end of battle. If your hand has 2 more cards, choose a card from hand, discard it. Alrighty, the Grade 1 Twin Buckler Dragon, we have 3 in the deck. Next up, the Grade 1 Blitz Order Elementaria Sanctitude. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have up to a total of 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, Continuous. You may only have 1 Elementaria Sanctitude in the deck. Third skill, Order. If your opponent's Vanguard has triple drive, this ability can be played without paying the cost. Play the cost of, discard a card from hand if your Vanguard is Grade 3 or less. If the cost is paid, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until end of battle. Remove this card. Okie dokie, the Grade 1 Elementaria Sanctitude, we have 1 in the deck. And next, the Grade 1 Stealth Dragon Fuchimachi Madoka. Skill, continuous as a rear guard or guardian. If your opponent's drop zone has 4 or more cards, this unit gets plus 2,000 power and plus 5,000 shield. If it has 8 or more cards, this unit gets another 5,000 shield, active on opponent's turn 2. And alright, the Grade 1 Stealth Dragon Fuchimachi Madoka, we have 3 in the deck. And next, the Grade 1 Crimson Scale Sword Maestro Burnia. Skill, auto as a rear guard. At the end of battle, this unit boosted. If any player's rear guard was retired this turn, cost, bind this unit face down. If the cost is paid, draw a card. Okay, the Grade 1 Crimson Scale Sword Maestro Burnia, we have 3 in the deck. And with that, we've covered the deck's Grade 1 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 0 lineup. And now for the trigger lineup. For the triggers we are playing in this deck, we have the Grade 0 Spiritual King of Aquatics Idisfaro Overtrigger. Skill, trigger, additional effect. Choose a card from drop, put into hand, choose one of your units, and it gets +1 critical until end of turn. Alrighty, the Grade 0 Spiritual King of Aquatics Idisfaro Overtrigger, we have 1 in the deck. Next, the Grade 0 Burning Flail Dragon, critical trigger. Skill, auto as a rear guard. At the end of battle, this unit boosted. Cost, put this unit into your soul. If the cost is paid, choose one of your units, and it gets plus 2,000 power until end of turn. And okie dokie, the Grade 0 Burning Flail Dragon, critical trigger, we have 4 in the deck. Next, the Grade 0 Blaze War Monk Sogyo, critical trigger. We have 4 in the deck. Next, the Grade 0, Flare Bell Dragon, draw trigger, skill continuous as a guardian. If your opponent's Vanguard grade is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield. Affirmative, the Grade 0, Flare Bell Dragon, critical trigger. We have 3 in the deck. Up next, the Grade 0, Stealth Fiend Tamari Hime, heal trigger, skill, auto. When this unit is put in the Guardian Circle, if your Vanguard's grade is less than your opponent's Vanguard grade, this unit gets plus 10,000 shield until end of battle. Confirm, the Grade 0, Stealth Fiend Tamari Hime, heal trigger. We have 2 in the deck. And next, the Grade 0, Blaze Maiden Rana, heal trigger. We have 2 in the deck. And at that, we've covered the deck's trigger lineup. And at that, the deck's been built, cards explained. For the cards in this deck we are playing, 4, Grade 3, Dragonic Overlord. 3, Grade 3, Force Ember Dragon, Red Exert Dragon. 1, Grade 3, Gradia Gretel. 3, Grade 2, Berserk Dragon. 1, Grade 2, Dragon Knight Nehalem. 4, Grade 2, Steel Bullet Duststorm Ethan. 3, Grade 2, Great Flame Axe of Ambitious Scales Kalkaflan. 3, Grade 2, Inscribing Bullet Duststorm Baxter. 3, Grade 1, Twin Buckler Dragon. 1, Grade 1, Elementaris Sanctitude. 1, Grade 1, Embodied Armor Bar. 3, Grade 1, Stealth Dragon, Fushimachi Madoka. 3, Grade 1, Crimson Scale Sword Maestro Burnia. 1, Grade 0, Lizard Runner Undo, starting unit. And for the triggers in this deck we are playing, 1, Over Trigger, Idis Faro. 8, critical triggers. 3, draw triggers. And 4, heal triggers. Alrighty, deck built, cards explained. Next, let's get on to testing out the deck. And here we are on main menu. We're gonna go test out a deck, so heading over to fight menu. Here we are on the fight menu, going to CPU fight. Selecting the deck I just showcased to you, the Dragon Empires, Dragonic Overlord, D-BT11 deck, all looking fine. Then, selecting deck, choosing my opponent for this fight. I'm gonna go up against Haru Shinagawa, hard difficulty, and click. The battle begins, let's get started. And here we are in the fight. Gonna decide who goes first, so rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Rock the scissors, I win, going first. Drawing our starting hands, I got 2 criticals, 2 Baxters, and an Ethan. Redrawing all triggers and 1 copy of Baxter. Have 1 of each normal unit. Redraw! Alright, come on, seriously? My over trigger left the deck at the beginning of the game! So unlucky! Fine, I'm gonna write Bar from the right deck, discarding. This is a tough choice. I'll be able to call Nehalem as a front row attacker as well, so I'll just discard the extra copy of Baxter. Gonna conserve Madoka for shields and back row boosting. Discard and ride Bar. End of turn. My opponent's turn. My opponent rides the Great 1. Bigria. Skill Bigria. Draw a card. Call in the back row, Painkiller. 1 damage. No guard. Drive check. No trigger, Painkiller. 1. Here it comes. Out. Damage check. Heal trigger. Wasted another trigger. Come on. First my over trigger and 1 of my heal triggers. What bad luck at the beginning. Here comes Painkiller skill. She's drawing more cards. And if their turn, my turn. Stand and draw. I ride from the right deck, Nehalem. discarding a critical from hand. Discard and ride Nihalem. Bar skill, counterblast 1, counterblast, and search my deck for a perfect guard. I add Twin Buckler to hand. Then I call Ethan the rear guard. Call. Calling Baxter the rear guard. Call. And a copy of Fushima Jibadoka. Call. That ought to do it. On to battle phase. Ethan the Vanguard, 9k. The attack goes through. Bang, bang, bang. 1 damage. Damage check. No trigger. Safe. Here comes the Vanguard, 10k. The 8k. The attack goes through. Drive check. Come on. No trigger. Another Baxter. 1 damage. Pierce. Damage check. Critical trigger. Power up the Vanguard, but thanks to Madoka's boost, Baxter can still land an attack. Boost it. Hold on. Activating Ethan's skill first. Self-retreat. Countercharge. And draw. A Persona Ride, not too bad. Boosted by Madoka. Baxter Vanguard, 18k. The attack goes through. Bang, bang, bang. 1 more damage. Damage check. No trigger. Yes, Persona Ride out of the deck. 1 less card to worry about. End of my turn, my opponent's turn. Here comes the Grade 2, Harsh Trading Figure. Skill to Grade 1. Revealing K from the deck and Superior Calling. Calling Bedivere to rear guard and another Bedivere and Painkiller. 10k, 10k, 18k. Not counting triggers yet, so he has 4 cards in damage zone. Madoka can be a 10,000 point shield, so I have 2 little cards in hand. Better let's let all the attacks go through and conserve my hand for later. No guard. Ow! Damage check. Yes! Heal trigger! Just what I needed. Giving all effects to Vanguard. 1 to pass. No guard. Drive check. No trigger. Grade 3. Cross right. Next turn. Chink. Safe. 18k. And since it's a rear guard on the same column, the attack can go through. I already have a copy of Baxter at hand, so I can afford to give up this one. Sorry, Baxter, you gotta go. Ouch. Sorry, Baxter. Here comes Painkiller skill. She draws more cards. End of her turn, my turn. Stand and draw. I ride from the right deck, Dragonic Overlord. For the right deck cost, I'm discarding a Rona heal trigger. Discard and ride. Dragonic Overlord. Skill of Overlord. I mean Nihalem. Superior call to the rear guard. Call. Then I call a Baxter to rear guard. Call. Activating my Nihalem skill. Soul Blast 1. Soul Blast. Power to himself and Overlord. That should be enough for now. Going to battle phase. Overlord attacks the Bedivere on the left. 18k. The attack goes through. Twin drive, first check. No trigger, Koga Flan. Second check. Yes! Draw trigger, just what I needed. Giving... I give all effects to Nihalem. Power up. Draw another draw trigger and heal trigger. Overlord skill, Counterblast 1. Counter Blast. Discarding the draw trigger I just revealed. Discard it. And restand the Vanguard. Restand. -1 drive. Baxter skill, plus 5,000 power to himself and Overlord. Overlord attacks the Vanguard. 23k. 1 drive. The attack goes through. Drive check. Yes! Critical trigger, just what I needed. Critical to Vanguard. Power to Nihalem. Critical up. Power up. Looking good. And... Slash! Damage check. Yes! No trigger, safe. Second check. No trigger, safe. This is looking good. Boosted by Fushima Jibadoka. Baxter the Vanguard, 25k. Double guard, 30k, just barely enough. But now here comes Nihalem, 35k, the Vanguard. Perfect guard, She had one.
能力発動
Discarding Perfect Guard for the cost. A Trolling Angel. My attack may have failed, but my opponent's now down to 2 cards in hand. I still have a chance, and it's 5 damage as well to my 2. Here goes. She's riding the grade 3.
戦闘優
One who walks the path of light, Thegria.
能力発動
Skill to grade 2 Thegria. Revealing Maple. And the hand, Maple skill. Superior Call to Rear Guard.
能力発動
Skill to Vanguard. Counterblast. Superior Call K. Battle Phase, Maple to Vanguard, 18k. Alright, 18k from this side, 10k from this side, and 21k from this side, not counting triggers. I'm at 2 damage. Even if my opponent gets a double critical, it can't finish me off, so plan is block the first attack, let the Vanguard go through. We'll see how the remaining attacker goes with it. Discarding Temari Hime, a 23k, to block the first attack. Kachink, safe. Here comes
ヴァンガー
the
ド
Vanguard Thegria, 21k. No guard, here comes.
ノーガード
ドライ
First
ブ
check.
チェッ
No trigger, perfect guard. Second check.
クドライブチェッ
No trigger, safe. So 1 damage.
ク一刀両断
Here comes. Ow!
ダメー
Damage
ジ
check. Kogaflan.
リアガード
Rear guard to rear guard, so, Only 10k. Should I discard? Should I let the attack go through or what? I have Overlord in hand, Kogaflan, and Fushimachi Badoka, so, I could let him retire Nehalem, but then I'll have no front row attackers because since I could call my Kogaflan to 1 column here, retire all of my opponent's regards, and get all the power ready for my Overlord later. There's no more attacks left, so I have 1 Soul Blast left, so I'm just going to protect Nehalem this turn. I guard with Burning Flow Dragon. 25k, you're welcome, Nehalem. Kachink, the attack failed. And if their turn, my turn. Stand and draw! Yes, Berserk Dragon. It's time to Persona Ride. Here we go.
今こそ真の力を表せ
Persona Ride. Dragonic Overlord. Power up and draw. Activating the Holem skill. Soul Blast 1. Soul Blast.
スキル発動だ
Powered himself and Overlord.
パワープラス
Power up.
パワープ
Power.
ラス
I call Kogaflan to the back row. Behind Baxter. Call. Kogaflan skill. Counterblast 1. Counterblast and retire the entire column. Baxter skill.
スキル
5,000 power to Vanguard himself for every retired rear guard. One more time, power up.
スキル発動
We are looking good. Next, I'm going to call Fushimadoka to the right side, behind the column, and calling Blaze Warmok Sogyo to the center column. That should do it. End of main phase to battle phase. Overlord unboosted attacks the rear guard Bedivere.
ノーガ
The
ー
attack goes through.
チェック
Twin
ザ
drive,
ド
first
ライ
check.
ブトリガー
No trigger, perfect guard, not too shabby. Second
チ
check.
ェックザドライブトリガー
Yes, critical trigger, just what I needed. My opponent has a perfect guard in hand, so giving it all to Nehalem.
クリティカルプラス
Power up
パワ
Power
ープラス
and slash. Overlord skill. Counterblast 1. Discarding Berserk Dragon for the hand
す
cost.
べてのものを焼き尽くす黙示録の炎
Discard, restand, -1 drive. Now boosted by Sogyo. My Vanguard attacks the Vanguard, 43k. 1 drive. Perfect guard, knew that was coming.
能力発動
Cost of perfect guard. A Maple.
チェッ
Drive
クザ
check.
ドライブトリガ
Alright, just what I needed. Another critical. Giving all effects this time to Baxter.
ークリティカルプラスパワープラス
40k left side critical, 45k right side critical. Then boosted by Madoka. Nehalem to Vanguard, 45k, 2 criticals. Perfect guard again. Ah, she had another one.
能力発動
Discarding a K for the cost. The final attack. Baxter the Vanguard. 40k, 2 criticals.
ノーガ
The
ー
attack goes through. Bang, bang, bang. 2 damage.
ドダメージ
Burst.
チェックドロートリ
Yes, draw trigger. Cannot heal.
パワープラス
Trigger wasted. 6 damage. I win. Whew, that was a pretty good fight. I got to try the new cards in this deck pretty well and make them work for me, so I got win, attack 4 does more power, did a Persona right, 6 turns pass, did a Superior Call, and retired 5 opposing units. I got 1650 VP, total 159,129 VP. Pressing A to go next, leaving fight, returning to fight menu.
どの
Here we are in
ファイ
fight menu, leaving fight menu,
ト
going
を
back to
使う
main menu,
どのファイトをする
back to the main menu to edit deck menu.
どの
With that, the deck's been built, Cardfight explained, and I just finished taking the deck out in front of you, so first I want to say is, thank you to the viewers for watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload in the near future. I also will show support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and channel. And at that I say, goodbye, and see you all soon!